feel like the hum is so bad. I hate the hum. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's my refrigerator creating that hum. I hate that. Alright, you know what? I tried to fix it last minute. Okay, so the game is called What Remains of Edith Finch. So, if you can... the problem is I re-inputted the title after I started streaming. I always do things in the wrong order. Let me tweet. Let me make a tweet. Thank you, Baldy. Appreciate you. Sorry it took a little longer than I anticipated. It's okay. I'll be chilling for a minute. What up, guys? We're playing some Edith Finch. Not Bioshock, not Oblivion, not just chatting. Something new and exciting. Something very beautiful. And hopefully my refrigerator will stop humming. What's my website? Twitch.com. Oh, .tv. Twitch.com. I didn't mean to say that. It wasn't a joke. That was a boomer moment. Yes, I've played it before. Have you? Not many people know about this game, apparently. It's very good, though. Yes. LaFave.com/Twitch. This is one... It's all about the story. So, if you're settling in, stay for the long haul with me. I think we can get through the whole thing today. It's not very long. Wait for a few more people to show up. How many do we got? 12? 14? I can never be sure what the accurate count is. One particular moment stood out to me, and that's all I'll say about it. Yeah. Me too. There were a few moments that stood out to me. A few levels, rather. And there was like one I really didn't like, but most of them are pretty cool. $10 million viewers, sweet. Thank you, guys. 10 million. Let's make it 100 million on our way to affiliate, whatever the fuck stupid ass thing we're supposed to get to. I just threw an Allen wrench, by the way. That's what that was. Oh man, I'm so out of tune. I should put Vatagory Pac-Man. Yes. Hell yeah. Let's do it, guys. Should I begin or should I wait a little bit more? $120. Alright, let's do it. Tell us about Baldy. Baldy's a good man. He's a mod on my Twitch streams, if you ever watch them. And he's a nice guy. He's also bald. Fun fact. You're humbald. Racism. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. I didn't mean it. I take it back. Let's get my Funko Pop in the shot. Is he? Can you see him? Yeah, you can. It's so small. You can't even really. He's gonna fall. I want to rip off the fucking Funko Pop's head, but the guy who got it for me might be coming over later, so I feel like he'd be sad if he sees that I beheaded the present he got me for my birthday, so I won't. No, I don't want to be that. I hate that so much. Oh, let's do this thing. I'm the coolest that you ever heard. No! I wanted a new... Oh. That was weird.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
The sound seems weird. Are you guys hearing that? Or am I going crazy? The forest ambience sounded like different, incorrect. Tell me, what did you think? Was it weird to you? Or am I just hearing that myself? Did you hear it though? Like, it sounds like low quality. I think I might have to plug the wire back in. If it sounds good to you, then we're all good. Yeah. Alright, 1 second. Better? No? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bagging on the sound design.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Maybe it's... I've never played this game with headphones before, so maybe I'm just hearing it differently.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
That's funny, because they're from 7 years ago, so obviously they didn't open them immediately.
I hadn't
Although
been
they
back
were
since
urgent.
my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I'm a legend on YouTube? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Don't forget to PayPal NP. I gotta pay for my Wi-Fi.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
You're a hoof print, bitch. Shh. You don't spook the deer. I spooked the deer. Is this game good? I think it is. Max made fun of me because he says it looks like a girl game, but I think it's good. So, I don't know. Sorry.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
It's a very, series of unfortunate events.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yes, we did the Oblivion vids on YT, and my thoughts on Death Stranding are that every creator has, a vision of something being, the most epic thing in the world, and they put all these resources into it, and then it ends up being too grand and sort of just, it blows itself out of proportion. So I'm afraid it's going to be not good because it's been so hyped up. But we'll see. It seems almost too grand a vision to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That it's just going to end up not translating well. But I don't know. We'll see.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Whenever I think about Death Stranding, it just makes me sad that that whole PT thing never became a full game, because that was scary as fuck.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just Too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I'm sure it'll be alright. Go if you need to go, man. Don't worry about spoilers and shit. Classic Milton. Always running off.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I'm curious, though. How many of you guys that are watching right now have actually played this game? I know one guy said he had. Oh, it's getting dark. What is that noise? Kind of scary. A lot of these noises I haven't heard because I always just played on like a TV with the TV audio. It's much more immersive like this. I like it.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Drilled peepholes. It's interesting.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
It's not quite horror. You'll see.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
It's more like a fairy tale than
My Grandpa
anything.
Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
It's pretty sweet. I spent 7 years sharing a bedroom with my dead brother, Max. It's terrifying. There's Max LaFave. That's Kenneth LaFave. KJ LaFave.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
That does put a damper on things. You fucking idiot. I'm trying to look through all the peepholes. I think there's an achievement if you look through all the peepholes. Who's this?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
My friend Bigfoot. Okay.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Old America. You didn't realize I started streaming? Well, you're here now, so that's all that matters. Alright, let's click on this guy.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin Finch! Odin and Thor Finch, the original brothers.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Why?
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
There's nothing in here. It's just...
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well, you were wrong.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
It's nasty.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
I would have eaten Christopher. I hate fish. Oh, you like... Okay, maybe I won't. Just for you. I won't eat the fish.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Isn't that like decorative? It's like plastic. Oh, gross.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, toothpaste is not good for you. Wow. This is a nasty little kid.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
She's like Ed with 1D from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I like her Nordic accent. She's from Skyrim.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where'd it go?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her.
Where'd it go?
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
I'm a cat, and I'm an owl.
All I heard was the wind. Then
You gotta
I
pay attention,
heard teeth
Jules.
nibbling in the grass.
And now we're hearing nibbling in the grass, alright? Are you up to speed now? It's very little Finch.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Moochie, I swear I didn't rip off this game when I wrote Little Finch. I actually wrote Little Finch right before I found out about this game. But they are very similar in a few
mama
ways.
rabbit.
Which is weird.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
This is the best part of the game. Best part of the game. Right here. Oh, fuck.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
You're a fat, juicy seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where'd he go? Where'd it go? Where the fuck? Oh, there we go. Come on. What the fuck? Get the fucking seal. It's a wounded seal. You're a shark. You should be able to... Where'd it go? There should be like a trail of blood. Where'd it go, dude? I've never had this happen. I played this game like 4 times. I've never just lost track of the fucking seal. Come on! Get the... Don't go over it. Why are you going over it? Yeah.
Grabbed on
Nice.
tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
We're an octopus. We're like a giant octopus.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled
I know.
something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Honestly, it, like, terrified me when I first played this game. Because I was like, ooh, is this exactly my idea?
I
But it's
slithered
not.
onto the sand, and
There were
the
just
good
weird
smell
parallels.
went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
good story. A good little tale.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, there's an actual cat out there. Oh.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Ingeborg!
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Who took that picture? That's what I want to know.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time.
I just want to read the names. Conspiracy Now. Is it like a TV show? My Friend Bigfoot, the movie. Edith Junior Lake Trip. Sam Photo Award. Random Junk. Maybe I need glasses.
When Edie
Fuck.
told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
You
She
should
could
all
have,
have a.
but she didn't.
You should all have a picture of me in your room.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Open the fucking door. Thank you. Oh, this is a sexy bathroom. Wow.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I dig it. A lot of sex happening in here.
It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, that's kind of gross. I take it back. You wrote a book for your bathroom? It's a lot of fucking dedication.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Fuck, that was loud.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
How tall is this girl? Why did she have to stand on the toilet? She is... You can probably tell from her stomach. She has to be careful. Yeah.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Ooh, okay. This is one of my favorite ones. It's very quick, but it's very powerful.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I'm so close. Come on. Yeah.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
This is not how momentum works. Okay, let's ban Jake.
After the funeral,
Permaban.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
No nerd corrections, please. They trigger me.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Smaller hands and bellies.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
She literally was. You fucking idiot.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, she's probably got a lot of royalties. So that's cool. She's pretty hot. She's cute. She's in the same pose as Alex Amato, Amazon High. Why would you ask me that? What do you want me to say? Do you die in this story? You mean like where am I specifically? Am I in this story? If I were, yeah, I'd probably die in a spectacular way. I don't know how. Sorry, hold on. My friend is blowing up my phone. Okay, she's also a cartoon, so... Okay,
Of all
this
the
is like...
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
This is one of my least favorite ones. It just makes me like sad, but not in a important way. I feel like the writers give her a bad rap. And I don't like this voice actor.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
It's just a little much.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. Her has been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans.
BeastieCon.
It was
Who's going to
just the
BeastieCon
boost
2020?
her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
What is
So
SawCon?
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay,
God.
I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right. From the basement. Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a
Thanks,
sec.
babe.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
I hate all the voice actors in this story, actually. All the rest of the voice actors
for the music
in this game
box.
are very good.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Look, we're playing Borderlands. I love how it's straight up the music from Halloween.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Stupid.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
The late
Hours
picture
later,
show.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Music comes back. This is like the worst one. It's fun to hit shit with the crutch, though. This feels like a free indie game on Steam.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly grown. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Hate this.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Bravo,
The monsters had come to surprise
Here it is.
her.
That's the Alex Amano pose. It's the exact one.
Dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Oh, it's gonna be loud. It wasn't as loud as I thought.
Myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole
I
time.
know. It's the worst
He
one.
took it all pretty hard.
I mean,
But that's another story.
I get that it's supposed to be cheesy.
Tucked inside the music box
It's like a
is
comic
all
book.
they ever found of her. Her
But it doesn't-
beer.
It doesn't work.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
No more puns. Come on. I know.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Who published that comic book? I hope Edie didn't. Edie's the mother, I think. So that's kind of fucked up if the mother had that published. Okay, so the point, yeah, it doesn't vibe with the rest of the
I
game at
guess
all.
now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
And also, I don't fully understand what actually happened. The whole point of all these stories is that there's sort of a line between their perceived way things happened and the actual way things happened. Like with the first little girl, she just died of malnutrition. And then obviously Calvin, that was obvious. He wanted to fly. He wanted to be like an astronaut. So he just fucking, he did it. But that one, I'm not sure exactly what happened in actuality.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh yeah. I have to... Where... I'm gonna have that stupid
funny.
song stuck in my head.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I think Rick died too, but I think it was just that she got... I think she was just supposed to have been killed by the actual Hookman killer or whatever. Because when she went to the bottom of the stairs, he wasn't there. But even so, it didn't play out in a clever or significant way. Yeah, it was stupid. Like I get what they were going for, but it didn't work. And also, I feel bad because Barbara was brave. She was fighting the Hook Man, dude. She deserved better.
Mom said the basement was off limits. Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Yeah, fuck that. It would have been cool if she, like, went down with the killer. She, like, killed him.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once.
He killed her.
Carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
This is, oh, it's so dark. Holy shit.
I
This is
remember
Walter
asking
now.
Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Yeah, he's under here. This is one of the more
She said
eerie...
after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yeah, so this dude, like, he was a little kid hiding under the bed when Barbara died, and he was the brother of Calvin, who jumped off into the ocean, and so he became, like, he got a lot of anxiety about death, I guess, because the whole thing is that this family has a curse, and they all die prematurely, and so he built this whole bunker down here, because he was just terrified of
in all
dying.
these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Hey, his Funko Pop falls, just like mine. He's trying to be a streamer, but he can't keep his Funko Pop
Even a
upright.
monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
When we walked into the bunker, you saw that the walls
And
were
then one
literally
day,
lined
everything
with
just
cans of pears.
stopped.
He's got like a lifetime supply.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
This is gonna be me, except instead of canned fruit, I'm gonna have yellowtail wine.
It's been a week
Lifetime
now,
supply
the
in my bunker.
longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Alright, so you gotta remember that this guy started a life down here when he was still very young, and he lived in the same house his whole life that was kind of removed from the rest of the world. And
I know it's out there somewhere.
so he's very sheltered. He doesn't know a lot about anything. And there's that
Whatever killed
rumble
Barbara.
overhead that he was scared of, and he didn't know what it was. But he still doesn't know what it is.
And Calvin.
So this one seemed a little far-fetched to me at first.
Maybe
but when you
this
think about
is
it,
all a mistake.
it kind of makes sense. He knows his
But I need to
apricots, though.
stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
So, at least to me, when I played this, the
Whatever's
rumble
out there,
overhead
I want you to know I'm ready for it.
was pretty clearly a train.
I'm going to
But-
appreciate all of it, especially the food.
He doesn't even know what a train is. Yeah.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
R.I.P. Walter. That one's kind of funny to me.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
It's so instantaneous. It's like, it's very comedic timing. Literally, as soon as he fucking walks out. Poor Walty. Walty Poo, I love you. Yeah, see, check out all the sick snack food. Jiggly Farms. Jiggly Farms. I dig that. Oh wait, I think, yeah, I'm supposed to go the way he went. The train is no longer a functioning train. Which way did he go? I didn't notice. Oh, he went down the, there's some hatch in
I'm
the
sure my
ground.
mom was
There we
trying
go.
to protect me.
That was me. Sorry, Walter.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Whoa. It's gotta be not good for the baby.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
What up, Paz?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Blah, 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 blah.
and found out what happened to everyone else.
They died.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, she's pregnant. Look at her belly.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Maybe she just ate a lot of Burger King. I'm not sure. That's what I look
But I
like
thought
after
you should
like
know about your family.
pizza. 1 slice of pizza. And some beer. This is me after beer, actually. 2
And the
beers.
history you're a part of.
This is beautiful. This
Though
is a
to be
beautiful part of the
honest,
game.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think
my fave?
people in these stories believed them.
Taco
for
Bell.
what that's worth.
Gotta go for Taco Bell. I also like Wendy's a lot and Raising Cane's, but I always come back to Taco Bell. My one true love.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and
story-
stubbornness
Okay.
and madness.
Can you shut the fuck up for 2
Any
seconds?
of it seems possible.
You have so much to say. And nothing at the same time. My death story would involve me going to Taco Bell and like just eating too much Taco Bell. And then my stomach bursts from eating too much Taco Bell.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
It happens.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wow. I wanted the Supreme Taco, but I
It's
also wanted
embarrassing
the...
for me to admit this, but
What are those cinnamon strands? Those are really good.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Wow. Animal cruelty.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Okay. I don't need to know every little detail. You fucking loser.
I'm
This is a
sure
cool
Odin's monument
thing.
had been Edie's idea.
I want a statue
My
like
mom
this
was always
of
trying
me.
to move on, but
when
for
I
Edie,
die.
the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, look, there's their house. The house that didn't make it. That they tried to take across the ocean to Orcas Island like a bunch of idiots.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Spanish donuts. No, no, no.
Edie's side
You guys
was
don't
always
Taco
easier
Bell.
for me to understand.
It's like a dessert.
But
They're
the
these like
older I
cinnamon.
get, the more I
Shut
can
the
see
fuck
where my
up!
mom was coming
Can you
from.
stop talking for 2 seconds? I'm trying to talk about Taco Bell. Okay. God damn it. Taco Bell, guys. You know Taco Bell. I don't know. They come in a little bag. They're these crunchy little
There's
cinnamon
so many things I wish
swirly
I could
things.
ask my mom now.
Oh my god.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
She wanted you to shut the
For me to
fuck
come
up
back someday
for 2 seconds.
and find everything out for myself.
Exactly. I always got the Doritos tacos. Those are the best. Supreme Doritos tacos. Churros. Yes, churros. Thank you, dog. The churros. Those are bomb.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, you're a bad mom. How are you walking on this? It's like sketchy.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Okay. Again, useless information.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh, he's a big hunting
Sam spent
man.
his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
How ironic. This is a good one.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad. Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
Yeah, Dawn's her mom.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Classic.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Why? Fucking creep. Alright. The next one hits hard because it's like a thing that actually happens all the time in real life. Yeah. I think it's the best one. So let's do it. And the way it's done is very... It's good. You'll see.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay. Here we go.
Back time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Let me get the O. Gotta get...
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish he could have told us
Hold on, I don't want to.
about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, there we go. Did you get the
When the time for
words?
photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
That's right, bitch. I like Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make the music louder. Coming for you, bitch. Your tent's gonna get fucked up. Come on. I got everything else. Oh, there we go.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Wow. Shitty mom.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Why? Can I look through that one? No. Alright. Raise flag. Okay. Every day? I thought that was only for holidays.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
It's kind of a cool little pad. I dig it. Good vibes.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
As it tends to.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay! The only non-Finch in this whole game, I think. What is that? Oh, Dawn. That's kind of cool.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Aren't there any zoning restrictions?
And for a while,
This is like
things
really
were
tall.
good. Almost normal.
Really dangerous.
But it didn't last.
Oh, it's like a little... This is a little classroom. What the fuck? Edith. Oh, I guess she like literally taught her children. Okay. Our family history. Fact or fiction? It's all blank. It's kind of cool.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton, who's that sniper from Halo Reach? What was the sniper's name? He was like Middle Eastern, and his armor was green. I forget his name. But remember how they all die, but the sniper just like fucking leaves? He just like goes away on a ship. Milton is the Halo Reach sniper of Edith Finch.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is like you, Tropical Jake. This is how you would, quote unquote, die.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
He literally just built a magical doorway for himself. Or like he drew it and then he just goes through it. He never actually
Mom
dies.
spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed
And that's
the doors.
canon. Because I guess this company made another game and he shows up as like the king that he always drew himself as in this alternate universe. So he literally draws a magical door, walks through it, and he's like, he's good. He's the only surviving Finch.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I knew I'd never die. You're just gonna animate your way out of our reality, and then you'll be fine. you'll animate your way into Oblivion, and you'll get to play Oblivion IRL. Okay, this is one of the more involved ones, and it's also
Lewis's
very good.
room smelled very, very familiar. That
Weed.
part of him.
She's referring to weed.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
He's
He
an
died
epic
a lot.
gamer. He died a lot. If that isn't foreshadowing, I don't know what is.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Finally, the epic gamer.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew
really
past
cool.
himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it.
I'm controlling both the fish and the video game character at the same time.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh, fuck.
And
The
things
fish!
that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery, I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
This is a shitty psychiatrist, by the way.
He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Makes sense.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
I love the dancing guys. It's my
And
favorite.
songs for them to play.
Oh my god.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Of course.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city,
Civilization.
then immediately push on. New Louisville.
That was easy. civilization on very easy
St.
mode.
Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home
Beautiful.
from the cannery.
Uh-oh.
Even
I
as
gotta
his
go
mother
home.
pleaded with him, part of Louis
You gotta
kept
come
saying
home
on.
from the cannery.
Shut the fuck up, Mom. Let me cut my fish.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Handsome queen. Not very flattering, necessarily.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents. Shut the fuck up. I hate your accent. Whoops. My bad. Oh,
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
I would have done the prince route, but I'm not gay. So I got the handsome
Even then,
queen,
his
okay?
logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
We got a lot of fish. Jesus, I'm backed up with fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is what I think I'm like in real life. This is me on LaFave Bros. Thank you to the
Someone
patrons.
who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
That's right.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know.
Yeah, the Halloween episode. I wore the Burger King crown. Because that was my costume.
I think
was
it pained
Thaden.
him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, this is depressing. I wouldn't want to work here. Probably smells like shit. Look, there's Louis. We're having an out-of-body experience.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Look, he's insane. He's not even grabbing the fish. So much for a model employee.
I still thought I could save him.
No, you're a shitty psychiatrist.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
The land of wonder.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
These are my companions? These faceless idiots?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
It's an epic gamer. Way to go. He leveled up. Remember
My
that
brother was really
HDH3
cool.
meme?
I wish you could have met him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. Can you speak with your full voice? Stop sounding like you're ill.
On the way back
All right.
from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited
Everyone's
until the day
dead.
before we left to tell Edie.
Let's go. We gotta load. We gotta load the top building. Yeah, he killed himself because he thought he was getting crowned in the world.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Imagine watching Lewis just standing idly on that conveyor belt and then getting his head cut off. Oh man.
But I
Thinking he was
understand
a
why we left.
epic prince.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
You guys left a lot of shit behind. If this were like a looting game, you'd get a lot of gold for all the items in this house.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Wow, you lived in literally the top. That's so fucking scary. I love how they're all scared of dying, and yet they build this house in the most fucking dangerous, precarious way.
But it had to end one way or another.
Yeah.
All that's
I
left
guess
now
that's
is
the-
to tell you about that last night.
Oh, it's trippy. Where are the letters coming from? There's like a light source? Oh yeah, that little globe. It's kind of cool.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Who dusted?
Until supper,
That's a
when
good
she
question.
raised her glass and said,
Supper.
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Yeah, if it were Oblivion, when the guillotine came down, because you can't be decapitated in Oblivion, so you'd just be like, you'd be doing that like ragdoll spasm glitch when you like put the body in the doorway, and you just be. I love that shit. It's like the best.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Salty! Jesus.
I got turned around.
Because you're old as fuck. Alright, we got some... Let's follow these rocks.
For a while, I wandered.
You'd probably do that anyway. You're fucking 80 years old.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Okay. Yeah. Either way. I'm trying to be poetic. It's not working.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but...
Wow.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
She's the only one who knows the secret. She's managed to
The
survive.
next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Wow. Wait, what do you mean she was already gone? We just saw her.
After that, we moved around a lot.
You must be really bored.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But
Do you have French
she started
tips?
getting sick a lot.
Or you just have weird nails?
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
That's weird. She's going in for a handshake. It's not how you hold someone's hand.
And then I was alone.
Wow.
The last Finch left alive.
Makes sense.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
One more pass.
But now I hope you'll never see it.
This is like the trench run
I
in
just
Star
want to
Wars.
meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins.
We were being born.
I'm sorry
we
I
just
won't be
came out
there
of
to
her
see
vagina.
it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wah, wah, wah. Shirley Dallas. I wonder who Shirley Dallas was. Anyway, a very interesting game. Very unlike anything I play. Unlike thing I ever played before. I like it though. Unlike thing indeed. Yeah, we just beat the game. It's a quick one. I like it because there's the prince. I really love fairy tales. And yeah, I agree. I 100% agree, Tropical Jake. I hate the comic book one. Everything else is like perfect. But I really love fairy tales. And I love the magic of putting fairy tales in the context of the real world. There was such a subtle but real magic to this whole story. And it just makes it more exciting when it takes place in the real world. And I had something nice to say. Like the message was very clear, very simple, but very important. And I think it was effective. At least to me. Maybe you got something different from it, but I literally thought the message was just to appreciate life. And yeah, the stories were very good. The writing was really good. And again, besides the comic book, all the voice acting was really good. I've never heard such like earnest voice acting in a game before. Yeah, the baby story fucks me up. Yeah, I'm scared of babies anyway, in the sense that like they're so like dumb and vulnerable. Whenever someone like hands me their baby, oh, you want to hold my baby? It's like the most terrifying experience for me. And I know that babies really will, like they don't understand that they can drown yet. You know, they don't know those concepts are so foreign to them. That you hear a lot in the news that, you know, some baby was taking a bath and it just decided to like fucking put its head in the water and then it dies. And so that one really hit me, because that's something that happens like all the time. And the way they executed it with him like having this fantasy with all those little tub toys was so like heartbreaking. And Calvin's story was good too. They were all very good. Again, like Tropical Jake said, I think they were all very good except for the comic book one. And just a very beautifully made game. I like the house feels real. It feels like a house you could really just walk in and look around. And the soundtrack fit it well. The brother one where he wanted to remember him. Yeah, the Calvin. He wanted to be the astronaut. That was a very sad one. But yeah, great game. Play some Call of Duty. It's also very fairy tale melancholy. Very deep. I do want to play the new one. I'm pouring Yellowtail out for the Finches. Yeah, but anyway, so for those of you who don't know, I enjoy writing stories every once in a while, just for fun. And, like, a month before I started playing this game, I wrote a short story called The Little Finch, which was about a finch that could, every night, could turn into a different animal. It was kind of a curse gift, magical thing going on. And so when I first started playing this game, it was called Edith Finch, and then the first level was about this little girl that could turn into different animals. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then it was all about like a family curse. So there were all these weird parallels, and I was like terrified. It's scary when that happens, when you like have an idea, and then you look, and all of a sudden someone has that exact same idea. And it wasn't like that, but it was just some very weird, separate, but coincidental parallels. But no, I love this game. I think it's, I don't know. It's one of those things that more just kind of sits with you. It's something you can't quite put into words. But it stuck with me after I played it. Yeah, that's what scared me, Moochie. Because there's all these, yeah. I don't know, it was weird. But it ended up being different enough. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, I got an achievement. Hell yeah. I think that means I 100%'ed this game. That was the last achievement I needed. Alright. What other games do I got? I might. Do you guys want me to? Ooh, Abzu. Abzu, we gotta play sometime. It would be like Edith Finch. I could do it in one stream. Not today. But Abzu is very, very good. Blew me out of the fucking water. In the beginning, you think it's just like a, I don't know, sort of a standard whatever indie game. And then by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck just happened? Most of it's the soundtrack. Abzu has an incredibly beautiful and sophisticated soundtrack. Oblivion. The character I've been playing as is on the original Xbox, though. I mean, the 360. I'm playing on the One right now. What other games do I have? I downloaded... Oh, I wanted to play this game, Home Sweet Home, on Halloween, but I played a little bit of it to check it out, and it sucked. So, you guys want me to play Bully, for real? I want to play Hellblade. Hellblade was cool. How many of you guys have played Hellblade? I liked Hellblade. Very depressing. Very good. It's actually good. The title is the most misleading. It's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. First of all, the subtitle, I feel like for me, insinuates that it's like a sequel or at least part of a series, but it's not. And the fact that it's called Hellblade makes it sound like some action-focused adventure game, but it's also not. So the title is the most misleading thing, but it's a very good game. There's some action in it, and it's good. It's well done, but it's not... The title is misleading. And then Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you guys saw my tweet about the hand-to-hand combat in Kingdom Come, I kind of... It's a beautiful looking game. It feels like you're at a Renaissance festival in real life. But I didn't get that far. I lose interest in games a lot, like very easily these days. I even kind of lost interest in Outer Worlds. It was fun, but I don't know. I like stuff that's shorter. Same with books, same with music. I don't have a good fucking attention span. LA Noire also kind of... There was too much... It was very choppy. Usually all the Rockstar games are so just streamlined. They're like any RPG where they're just open world. You can walk around and do anything you want at any time. But in LA Noire, there were so many like cuts to black, and there's the next section of the game. You like play a level, and then it cuts to black again, and then there's like a flashback to something and a cutscene, and then it goes to black again, and then it's another level, and it was like too much. Like I couldn't stay focused because it didn't just let me play the game. But I'm sure at some point it lets you actually walk around. maybe, but it threw me off. It wasn't what I was expecting. And then Tomb Raider, I do want to play at some point. Tacoma is really good. That is actually a beautiful game. How many of you guys have played Tacoma? I want a show of hands. A show of hands. How many of you have played Tacoma? Nope. It's very good. But again, just on like a narrative level, it's very fucking good. That one I could also play in one stream. So I definitely want to do... What did I say? I want to do Tacoma. I want to play Abzu at some point. Different, separate streams, again. But I want to hit those. I want to play Hellblade. Very beautiful. Very good game. I want to play Unravel. The first Unravel I want to play. Unravel 2 is like essentially exclusively co-op. So I kind of want to play Unravel 2 with Max as like a proper selection. But the first one's really good too. Unravel's cool. Too many choices. It will end up with Oblivion. I also want to play Force Unleashed. I kind of want to play Force Unleashed. But if you guys... No, I don't want to play Oblivion. I played too much Oblivion. Too much. And I don't even... On this system, I don't have any, like, character that I'm playing as right now. I love Oblivion. But, fuck. Sometimes enough is enough. Play Oblivion tutorial only. I just keep replaying the dungeon. I think I'd kill myself if Purgatory is the Oblivion dungeon, the tutorial over and over again. Oh god. Just punching rats for eternity. Okay, so it's between Bully, but in Bully I'm like in the middle of a game right now. And Bully's kind of a big can of worms. It's between Bully and Force Unleashed. Up to you guys. What do you think? Bully. Alright. Are you cool with me just playing where I happened to be last time I played? I'm going to Sovereign Guard. Thanks, man. Let's just dive into it. Sup, you beautiful bastards? Hope you have a fantastic Monday, and let's just jump into it. Have you tried Dishonored's? I played the first one. I thought it was good. I haven't played the second one. It scared the shit out of me. How many of you have played Bully? Bully is so fucking good. Right now, it's like one of my... It might be my favorite game ever. I don't know why. It's definitely my favorite. Well, okay, Red Dead Redemption 2 was good in a completely different way. It was very good. Oh my god. Dude, I love Bully. Dude, Bully is so good. I hope you guys all get a chance to play Bully. It's the best. But anyway, I was talking about how much I loved Red Dead Redemption 2 in the Discord the other day. Really is fantastic. But Bully is just as good in like a completely different way. Oh my god. Alright, I'm about to die. I don't remember where I was. I think I'm towards the end of the game right now. I don't want to... It's so weird for me to just, like, randomly start playing this game. Because I want to show you guys the story. I want to go on the journey with you. We can just, like, dick around for a little bit. Here, let's, Oh, wow, look at them. They're making out.
You moron! You're going back to the poorhouse!
Show me that you mean it! Give me something!
I want to kiss the girl.
I hope you like them.
For me? Really? That's so sweet! So, Jimmy...
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Wanna make out?
Hell yeah. That's how you do it in real life, guys. Is ever a girl you like, and she's with a guy, just beat the shit out of the guy.
Jimmy, you really know what you're doing.
and then she'll want to fuck you.
There's no reason to hit Mom, Dad. You are so dead!
Oh! I have no quests are available right now. How many of you guys have played Bully? It is a very red-pilled game, actually. I don't know. I don't mean that in like a necessarily like Republican way or whatever. But holy shit, there's a quest. Okay, this is like a loud game. There's a quest in the game where the coach, the school coach, he tells you he's in charge of the laundry for the students, and he has you go in the girls' dorm and like secretly retrieve their dirty panties, and then you give them back to him, and it's like highly insinuated that he just wants to like perv out to them. I mean, this is high school, remember that. And there's also a quest where you have to just like not incriminate, but like almost blackmail this cheerleader with pictures of her in the shower and shit. You actually have to like go and take pictures of her in the shower and everything. It's like super hardcore. Alright, I got some side missions I can do right now. Let's see. Yeah. It's such a good game, dude. It's so good. It's very red-pilled, but like it's so honest. People say it hasn't aged well, but I think it's almost more important now because of how like sterile everyone is. And I'm not saying that like those things you do in those quests are good, but it's just like it's so brave, especially in the context of like current times, to even admit that those things occur, if that makes sense. No one like, I don't know. But Rockstar's always been good about like illustrating the worst in people, and they're so good at it.
Show those paupers what you think of them. Go on.
There's the greasers.
Look who's decided to bestow us with a visit.
One of the oh, he hates me right now. But one of the cliques is greasers, like from the musical Grease, or from the book The Outsiders, or the movie. And this game is actually what like introduced me to greasers. Fucking dog, go away. No, the dogs suck in this game. I'm sorry, guys. I know, oh, cute dog. But the dogs just like run after you and bite you in this game. That's all they do. I'm out. Yeah, this game is what introduced me to the whole like greaser vibe. And I thought it was the coolest thing. You're reporting the stream because I kicked the dog. That's nothing compared to what you can do in like GTA or Red Dead Redemption.
Look where you're going!
Very funny.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt you? I'm sorry. Ugh. Aha. Now, we're even. Ah, my nose.
How you doing, Clint?
Me? Just fine. Ugh. Ah, top of the world.
Yeah, I can see that. You seem really balanced.
That's what my shrink said. Then I headbutted him like this. Ah.
Whoa, okay, man. All right, buddy.
You think I'm a moron, don't you? You think I'm a joke, huh?
No, man, relax.
You want me to headbutt you? You want to fight me? Because I'd really like that.
Come on, man. We don't need to fight. We're friends. You know that.
Really? Then get me a bike. I want a bike, or I want to fight.
All right, I'll get you a bike. Wait here.
A bike.
But it's like midnight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I just have to get bikes for him. I have to steal bikes for this guy. Steal a bike for Clint. I want a bike. Dude, Clint is probably my favorite character in Bully. I'm just kidding. If you haven't played Bully, Clint is like the most non-character. I think that's the only quest that involves him.
Thanks for the bike.
Whoops. He was an adult. If you fuck with adults, you get fucked. This pretty much has the same like star system, quote unquote, oh shit, as GTA. So it's like if you like attack an adult in any way, you immediately get 5 stars. Or in this game, it's just like 3 bars full of your I don't know, bad attitude level. I gotta lose the cops. There's this creepy ass asylum. There's an asylum over here. There's a couple quests where you have to bust people out. It's called Happy Volts. Happy Volts Asylum. And then there's an old person's home called Happy Endings. I love it. Happy Endings. Oh god. What? Who's fighting me? That music means someone's trying to fight me. I guess I went away. The music in this game is amazing too. The music from my like my thumbnail before I actually start streaming, when I'm like streaming soon, all the music is from Oblivion. I mean Oblivion. Holy shit. Bully. All the music is from Bully. God damn it. Bully's just always. I mean, Oblivion's always in my subconscious. Lately, Bully has been, though. I also, like, whenever I go running, if I jog, I will jog.
Just give me the button.
To the music of Bully. It's got a good, I don't know. It's got a good pulse to it. Not necessarily the music you're hearing right now, but some of the music from some of the more significant quests or missions, I guess. Is really cool. Good vibes. I'm just trying to evade the... Okay. I think we successfully evaded the cops. I gotta show you guys the school, though. I'm at like a weird part of the game where you don't actually go to school much. But obviously the school is like one of the focuses of the game, at least in the in terms of the geography of the map.
And I'll give you the money.
Alright, one more bike. This whole mission is literally just getting bikes.
You're not too bad.
Yeah, the season changes are cool. When it gets all snowy and shit. Season changes are just like mods nowadays. Baldy, you were gone for so long. We finished Edith Finch already. We're playing Bully. But we're just fucking around. We're not like really playing the campaign seriously.
I need a bike.
I need a bike.
Put it in the garage.
Cool. I need a bike.
Don't tell anybody about this.
The voice actor of Jimmy Hopkins,
was never any
who's
doubt.
the main character, is a very, very talented musician. He's a great singer, a great guitarist. His name is Jerry Rosenthal. Jerry with a G. He makes really good music. And it's sad because he has like a SoundCloud and everything. And his like number of plays and subscribers is like akin to mine. but he's very good. He's genuinely talented. So you guys should check him out. Yeah, we're playing Bully right now. I mean, I guess there's no reason to switch the title so late. Yeah, everyone knows what we're doing. But I'll see how long I can avoid the main quest, because I don't want to just like ruin it for you guys who haven't played it. Is there anyone here who hasn't played it? It's a tough call because it's an older game, so I don't know. Yeah, go see the principal. I'm at like a turning point in the game right now. Fuck. You're not bothered? Alright. Spoiler alert. I'm about to get expelled. This game and Max. Oh, let me just go to the. Stop! Everyone wants to beat me up! Ow! Jesus. Okay. Max pointed this out. Mow the lawn. Don't make fun, so you get money. I mowed the lawn when I was his age to get money. Did you guys ever play? It wasn't Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and it wasn't Skate. There was a game called Skate. There was a skateboarding game in between those two series where they came out about the same time as this game. And again, this is spoilers. But there was a big thing in that year of gaming for the plots where you'd have a friend who is like your best buddy, and then he ends up like turning on you and being your greatest enemy. That happened in that skateboarding game. I fucking forget what it was called. It was a great game. But yeah, essentially like you're friends with this other skateboarder, and as you get signed and you get noticed, there's like a video of you in the game. There's a video of you jumping over this helicopter on your skateboard. It's like ridiculous. And your friend takes credit for it. He says it's him. The video's like grainy enough to where you can't really make out who it is. So your friend like takes credit for it, I think, if I remember correctly. And he becomes a shitty sellout. And at the end, you have this like skate off with him and everything. And Rockstar does this a lot too. I'm not gonna allude to any other times they do this, but because I don't want to spoil any of their other games. But that's what happens in this game. You have at the beginning of the game, when the school year starts, you have a guy who like reaches out to you, and you think he's your buddy, and he ends up being like this kind of evil mastermind. He's like Pinky in the Brain. Tony Hawk's Underground. You know what I'm talking about, Tropical Jake. That's it. Yeah, Tony Hawk's Underground. That's a great game. Alright, so let's go get expelled.
Last time I can't tell Mom about that at all. Was that
Kid's just getting into fights. Oh, I'm gonna help this kid out. He's getting like jumped by 3 guys. Oh no, I didn't mean to. God damn it. Alright, fuck. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. Okay, I'm gonna go to class. I'm gonna do a biology class. You can actually go to the classes in this game. There's like math, English, biology, chemistry, shop, which is like working on bikes, and there's art, there's photography, and there's music. And I'm in biology 5 right now. You'll see.
Remember, class, the specimens are not edible, no matter how delicious they look.
Actually, how many of you like dissected animals in high school? I did dissect a baby pig, and I dissected like a crow, and I forget what else. Those are the 2 ones I remember. It was gross.
Take your time, boy. Dissection is an art.
They smell like chemicals. because they sterilize them so heavily. There's just like this overwhelming smell.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, nasty.
This is my favorite part of the game, just so you guys know. This is the grossest part of the game. I feel like they actually just took like, looks like they took flash photos of these fucking dead animals and their body parts. It's like very weirdly better quality than anything else in the game.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Of the what? Oh, the lungs. I can't read. Come on. There we go.
A good start, Hopkins. Let's see if you can keep it up, shall we?
You dissected a pig's heart? Like specifically the heart?
Well, Hopkins, you seem to have passed biology. There must be some scientific explanation for this.
You just called me dumb. That was very rude.
That was great!
Great.
All sorted.
Move it along, punk, before I get upset.
Jimmy Hopkins, you little monster! Come to the office right now!
Alright, let's get expelled.
Ah, Hopkins. Now, I'm not one to give in to popular sentiment.
You can tell that by your clothes.
What?
I'm saying you dress great.
Irrelevant. As I said, I am not a people pleaser, but in your case, I'm going to make an exception.
An exception? Cool.
Yes, you are without
Ollie,
a doubt the least popular boy in this school right now. Even that fat child who wets himself is more popular than you. Coincidentally, it has also come to my attention that you are a filthy, dirty, foul-mouthed, awful little vandal.
Yeah, well, we already knew that.
Very droll. A comedian till the end. Well, you'll have to pursue your comedic talents elsewhere, boy. Bullworth is not for you.
I'm not the one who's funny. You know what's funny? You. You're a joke, you old creep. You and your stuck-up, lame-ass school with its bullies and sex-pest teachers. This place is a dump, and you're a big-nosed freak. This school rewards losers and bullies. I just stand up to them.
You painted obscene graffiti on the town hall, boy. I have it on good authority it was you.
Oh, yeah? Then who squealed? Tell me that.
A commendable pupil did feel the need to tell me you were responsible for this outrage.
Gary Smith! Look, I may have painted a few jokes on the town hall, but that kid likes to torture people.
Gary Smith is the next head of this school. He's responsible, courteous, and not afraid of being an unpopular leader.
You are blind, old man, blind!
And you are leaving. I tried to contact your mother, but she's still off on a cruise. Until I hear from her, I will have to let you stay here in your room. But you may not wear the school uniform or attend classes.
Gotta be kidding
You are
me.
leaving the academy to attend to your education elsewhere. Now get out!
Whatever, man.
So Gary Smith is the friend that betrays you. If that wasn't clear. I think I know what the next quest is going to be. and I'll do it because it's got good music.
She asked me that.
You have been expelled. I like how just... There it is. Yeah, busting in! Busting in is epic! Okay, so there is a... Towards the beginning of the game, there's like a very classic bully figure that you have to fight, who's just this very dumb... He's like Biff from, what's that fucking... What's that movie where you go back in time? Back to the Future. Back to the Future. You guys remember Biff from Back to the Future? Yes, Russell. Yeah, so Russell in this game is like Biff from Back to the Future. He's like the ultimate just dumb bully. And you beat him in like a boss fight. So in this is such a cool part of the game, because your character has been genuinely trying to make things better at the school. He's got like a rough edge, like all the Rockstar characters have. But he really has been trying to... You sort of systematically just beat up all the bullies and sort of tell them, like, you can't do this anymore. You can't be mean to all these kids. And you, like, team up with the nerds and you take down the jocks. It's very cool. So at this point, we're trying to find out what's going on. Who's ratting us out. And there's different cliques in the game. There's greasers, there's nerds, there's preps, and there's jocks. And then there's like a sort of a sub-clique called the dropouts, who are just dropouts. And so Gary Smith has been using the dropouts to sort of to sabotage you. And so we gotta kind of go to the dropouts like hangout spot and unravel the whole mystery. And we're gonna bring Russell with us in order to do that, because we have sort of, again, at the beginning of the game, you fight Russell. It's like a boss fight, and you sort of tame him, and he's your buddy now. But this is such a cool series of missions, because it's like,
Hey, Jimmy.
Redemption.
How you doing? Terrible. Everybody hates me. Everybody might hate you, but everybody laughs at me. Yeah, that's true. Those kids are jerks anyway, but I tried. I know. I mean, I tried to do the right thing, make people happy, stop all the fighting, make everyone calm down. Now everyone laughs at me. People used to be scared of me, and now I'm a joke. It was Gary. It must have been. I know. I can't deal with the fact that that kid beat me. Well, it ain't over yet. God, one minor setback, and you're acting like a baby. You're pathetic. I've been expelled. They're just waiting for my mother to come back from her 58th honeymoon, then I'm out of here. How is that a minor setback?
Losers!
Oh, shut up, you fat dork.
Whatever. You and your has-been friend don't scare me.
See? Even a dork like that laughs at me. We gotta prove Gary was behind everything. We don't even know if it was Gary. All we know is towny kids beat up a bunch of Bulworth kids. I mean, I don't even care anymore. Well, we've gotta find out what's going on. Come on! Okay, but if we're gonna take on those townies, we're gonna need a bunch of backup. Someone big who doesn't hate me yet. Russell! He'll be at his house at Old Bulworth Vale.
Hell yeah. This is a normal school day in America. Dude, I fucking wish. I wish high school was like this. It would have been so great. Oh, where am I? I'm all disoriented. Oh. I literally just drank a whole bottle of wine, so bear with me, guys. I love this game, dude. Such a good fucking game. Kind of like Edith Finch, but in a different way. There's nothing like it. There's never been a game like this, and I don't think there ever will be. There's been so many rumors about a sequel, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna capture the same magic. It's hard to recreate that. Oh, fuck.
Nice slam.
Nice slam. I like how he comments on it. He's a third party. The music changed because because that prep wants to beat me up. Is it still running after me? No, okay, good. Alright, let's get Russell.
Hey, Russell! I need your help to bust into the Dropout's hideout.
I jogged to this music, this one specifically, all the time.
Gets to destroy.
This is the music that was at the beginning of my stream today, actually. I wish I went to school with this much style.
Damn! They're locked!
Best character. I love how that was part 1.
Oh, that's gotta hurt!
Boom! Uh-oh! This doesn't look so good!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
Smashing into our barricade like that? Completely out of control. Are you crazy?
I've gotta talk to that Edgar kid.
I don't think he wants to talk to you. And you can't get in while the power is out anyways.
Sparty, sorry. We switched games. Oh, this music is
Everyone
the
around
best.
Let's go, short stack!
Oh, come on. Yeah! Nut shot. Oh, come on. Oh! Nice combo.
Yeah, run like a little girl! It's the full work way.
Oh! That was weird. I spit on him. What's that? Oh, it's just another brick. Beating up
You gotta
nerds.
go through the Red Star building. This gate is
what it's all
controlled
about.
by an electronic security switch. I think it's in the office.
This should do something.
Yeah, the Warriors game. Ben is a huge fan of the Warriors
Now that
game.
we have the power
I've never played it.
restored, we've got to get to the chem plant.
I want to,
And
though.
to do that, we've got to take on Omar. He's Edgar's right-hand man. He's the only one with the key to the plant.
And she's like the worst voice actor in this whole game. I'm gonna use some itching powder on it. Oh, it's all itchy. Oh man. There's so many like, there's itching powder, there's marbles where you can make them trip. There's spray paint, you can actually tag walls, or just like spray it in people's faces and they freak out. There's eggs, you can egg people. Eggs, Baldy. There's eggs in this game. There's a stink bomb. These are all stink bombs. There's a rocket launcher, a slingshot, and a spud cannon. And then there's just straight up firecrackers. I don't use that stuff a lot, but I totally could. Let's use the spud cannon. It's very overpowered.
We gotta cut through the train yards.
Alright. Oh wait. Oh, I thought that was a rubber band. There are blue rubber bands around the map that you can collect. Oh! Alright. It was that easy. The spud cannon is so overpowered. I think I want to save my ammo for the boss though. There's a pretty tough boss at the end of this.
Dumbass.
Whoa, okay, sorry. Jesus. Oh, whoops. Alright. Maybe I was a dumbass. Do I get it over here? No, I gotta go around, yeah. I was right. They call me a dumbass. Ah! Oh, they're dodging it. Come on. Oh. I got him.
Click.
Click. Can I jump down? Yeah.
That's it. Finally, you found the right button to press.
Sorry, Jesus.
I don't think I can beat all of them.
Hang on, Jimmy. You'll see.
She's gonna use her womanly charm.
Hey, girl.
Hey, ya! That's all it takes. She just says, hey, ya, and they all want to fuck her.
We don't like your kind around here. Who wants cookies?
Whoa! Oh, he countered my attack. Oh, shit. No, 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 that's not what I want. Marbles. Marbles. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. He just T-posed me to death. Oh fuck. Ah. Oh my god. Alright, we got this. That's a lot of power.
You know it's funny.
There was like a weird little... Can we go in here? Oh yeah. Cool. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, rubber band. Oh no. Oh, it's just some...
Now this
we got a
feels
bat.
good.
Can I even take this bat out with me? I think when you crouch it... Oh no, okay, cool. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, he just dropped it. Okay. I should have got it before. Such violence.
The fun's over here, Jimmy.
Oh! Whoops. Okay. I don't think I took any damage from that. Good night, Moochie. Where do I go? Oh. Oh, fuck. That was my bad. Interesting thing about this boss fight that's coming out. I have to fight this, like, he's like the leader of the dropouts slash townies. Same thing. Dropouts, townies, do the same thing. Do the same click. But so we're at this chem plant, and in the beta version of this game, when you fight the leader, this guy.
What have we here?
If you lose, he throws you into the acid, and you straight up die. Oh, fuck. It's very scary. They changed it, but... Oh my god. What do I... Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let me grab the... Okay.
Come on, jerks. See what Jimmy's got for you.
But yeah. It's brutal as fuck. There's no depth in this game otherwise. We're gonna go have like a sword fight with these pipes.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it does. This is easy. Let's fucking hit him. Just call me a bitch. Jesus. Come on, Edgar. Wow, you suck, Edgar. What a riveting boss fight. Holy shit.
Think I'll just lie here for
It's never been that easy for me. Usually,
You had
usually
enough?
you have to
You
like
want some more?
lock
Come on,
them in
big guy.
place
You
and
still
then
think
like
messing with me is a
rapidly
good
tap
idea?
the button.
No. Good. That's what I thought. Now, what made you think
so
it was a good
bad.
idea in the first place?
Oh, man. I hate that school. My parents couldn't afford to send me there, and now I'm stuck in this dump of a town. Gary said we'd make them all pay.
Wait a second. Gary? That backstabbing, two-faced sociopath put you up to this? Ah, I bet he said the two of you would take over the school or some crap.
Hey, how'd you know?
Because he told me the same garbage. Didn't do me any good either. Come on. You're gonna help me make him pay for his lies.
Alright. The next quest is literally, well, mission, whatever, fucking quest. The next mission is literally the last level in the whole game, so I'm gonna save it.
You're all right, Jimmy.
For next time.
Okay.
Maybe,
See
well,
ya.
I want to do this game justice. I want to do a whole playthrough of this game sometime. But anyway, if you guys haven't played this game, you should play it yourselves. I'm sure it's inexpensive at this point. It's over 10 years old, so, but it's so good. It's so fucking good. Let me save. More intense than Mayroon's Day. Anyway, what are you guys up to? What are you fucking doing right now? What are you doing right now? You chilling? Impressive. Yeah, 2006. Yeah, such a good game. I was so excited for this game when I was little. I thought it was the coolest shit. Yeah, Baldy, you fucked up, dude. You missed all of Edith Finch. I'll replay the whole thing now, just for you, so you can experience it. No, it's okay. Unless you want me to. I would. Private stream, just for Baldy. It's like getting a private dance at a strip club. You have to pay extra, but it's just you and me. Gross. Oh, man. A good game to play would be... well, to stream would be Fallout 4. I do actually like Fallout 4. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I enjoy it. What can I fucking say? What can I fucking say? I enjoy it. It's a good game. Sorry. You're apologizing for suggesting Minecraft. Oh, God. I should also play... what was it? Oh, Halo Reach. I'm sure most of you guys have played Halo Reach, but the campaign for Halo Reach, oh boy, very good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tomb Raider also underrated. Let's see if there's anything else on the Game Pass. Blair Witch. I played that for like a day, and I kind of lost interest. TBH. Let's play the Disneyland game. Disneyland Adventures. It's going to be as good as Bolt. It's 23 gigabytes. Holy shit. Disneyland Adventures allows children and Disney fans of all ages to explore Disneyland Park in 4K Ultra HD. Enjoy immersive adventures based on the 18 popular attractions. Engage in 100 challenging quests and interact with 35 beloved Disney characters. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. They made a video game out of their theme park. What the fuck? No. This is perverse, guys. This is how far Disney has fallen. This is proof. Jesus Christ. Disneyland Adventures. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna fucking download this game. Not today. I'm gonna play Disneyland Adventures. It's the only thing that could top Bolt. No, it's on the Game Pass. I don't have to pay for it, right? I don't want to pay $16 for Disneyland Adventures. Where are the screenshots? Give me the screenshots. Let's see what this is all about. Oh my god. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Next time. Next time we're playing Disneyland Adventures. 100%. Remind me if I forget. If I sit down and I'm like, hey guys, today we're finishing Bioshock, you guys gotta tell me, nah dude, play Disneyland Adventures. Hold me to it. Holy shit. Dude, I hate Disney so much. Viva Pinata is fun. Viva Pinata is sad. It's like a genuinely sad game. Because, like, the pinatas fight and, like, eat each other and kill each other and shit. Mike, what's up? Lambda. Lambda was my best friend from high school. Like, IRL. My IRL best friend. Everyone say hi to Lambda. Oh, man. How have you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. Hi, Alan. Yeah, his name is Alan. His gnome. I can't speak, dude. I'm feeling the wine. I'm feeling the wine right now. Let's see if I can put another, Let's put an epic gamer. Let's do this one. There we go. This is like the official Destiny 2 format. Look at that. Wait, is it? There is one that's like just for Destiny. It has like the Destiny symbol on it and everything. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh my god. I hate these so much. What's up, gamers? Hell yeah. I'm gonna do all my streams like this. This is epic. This is epic. This is epic as fuck, dude. Edith Finch is over. I'm sorry. Yeah. Edith Finch was good, though. If you haven't played it and you have the Game Pass, go play it for yourself. It's on the Game Pass right now, so it's going to be free. I mean, it is free. Make your face full screen. There's no... I know. I want to, but there's... On the Elgato software, there's no option for that. It's ridiculous. This is as big. This is the only one that I can do. Let me see. Edit. Okay, let me see if I can, like, stretch it. Oh! 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 I can't make it any bigger than that. Enable chroma key? I don't even know what that means. Alright, here we go. We're getting there. Drag and drop it. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough, right? What's up, gamers? The wonders of technology. Full cam girl style. Alright, this is how I play my games. Here's the face cam, and then you only get to see the border of the game. Because what you really want to see is me. You want to pretend that you're in the room with the hot girl, and then you're going to jerk off, and you're going to cry, and then you're going to get drunk and fall asleep, drowning in your sorrows. That you can't actually fuck her in real life. That's what streaming's all about. Oh, man. Well, I hope you guys liked Edith Finch. And, I do want to play Bully at some point. I want to sub to your premium Snapchat. Yeah, don't forget to sub to my premium Snapchat, guys. And, I don't have anything else to say. Oh, man. I got a Domino's gift card. Oh, you just came? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill a little bit. I feel like I just wanna hang. I don't need to have these headphones on anymore. They make it very disorienting because I hear. I explained this in the last stream, but the way my shit is set up, I use the Elgato audio to listen to the game so it doesn't bleed into the mic. But that also means that if I turn the comments on, the mic on, there's no way in the Elgato software to turn the mic on but not have the, oh god, what's it called? Just not have it like play back to me. So every time I say something, I hear it again like a couple seconds later. So if I say anything, it's like immediately coming back to me. And that's why I like fuck up talking so much, because I'm hearing myself like half a second later, and it's the most disorienting thing. But I'm getting used to it. Q&A. Yeah, let's do a Q&A. You guys have any questions? Not that interesting, but if you have any questions. Sick excuse, bro. I don't know how else to do it. I just don't know how else to do it. Oh, man. All I was going to do today, I got a Domino's, a $40 Domino's gift card for my birthday. I was going to have some boys over. We were going to eat some Domino's together as boys. That was the only other thing I was going to do today. For sure. When do you guys want to come over? Would you be down today? You're on your way home from college? What are you studying? What are you studying, Ed? What is your favorite song and why is it Gangnam Style? Oh boy. You study philosophy, oh, I thought you said, I'm so buzzed right now, guys. I thought, when I first read that, I thought you typed, I study philosophy, Scientology, and ancient religion. Or ancient history, so Scientology. Wow. No, philosophy, sociology, and ancient history. That's super cool, man. That's really cool. I would love Domino's, but we have What It Feels Like 3 here in Germany. Next one is 50 kilometers away. I don't know. Pizza's kind of hit or miss with me, but Domino's is good. You get I think, is Domino's the one where you can get like the cheese-filled everything? Everything's just cheese-filled and it's like gross, but it's also really good at the same time. You keep getting Scientology ads on Twitter, but you're not rich, so it doesn't work. Iceland is full of ice. No, it's not. That's the one that's like pretty and green. Greenland is full of ice. You're trying to fool me, but I know. I'm a good historian, I know. Oh, man. I'm sorry. No, yeah, Iceland is full of ice, of course. Greenland is full of green. Baldy, come to Australia. No, Australia's, yeah. Ew, no. Exactly. I was literally about to say there's nasty-ass spiders. Emmett is a sheeple. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of am. At least it's comfy being a sheeple. I'll say that much. Mike, what are you doing these days? How's your... Mike... My friend Mike, he's a father. That still blows my mind. Because I still feel like a kid. I know I'm fucking 25, but I still feel like... I just want to play video games and hang out. Emmett is pregnant. Yes, that's right. I'm Edith Finch. Dude, my daughter is so fucking cool. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. That's incredible. God damn. 8 months. 8 months. Wow. Oh my god. Good for you, dude. God, that's crazy. Yeah, what is her name? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I keep forgetting her name. When I was teaching, I could never remember my students' names. It was the worst. What do you guys think about that Star Wars game? Jedi... It's not Jedi Outcast. That's already a game. Jedi something. I just can't... I don't dig the Disney lore. It doesn't feel like Star Wars anymore. So I'm just like not pumped. Jude Ellison. That's a beautiful name. That's so cool, man. Man. You're like, you got it done, dude. You're an adult. And I'm not. You're a man. And I'm still just fucking around. Emmett remembers my name. Get owned, children. I'm not excited for it either. Jedi Outcast with the K, like the band. Yeah. Jedi, what is it? I have it on here. Bitch, I'm a cow. What do you mean? Oh, Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order. That's it. Yeah, the main character just looks fucking stupid. He's like this, like, uppity ginger. Yeah, I'm a Jedi. I don't know. I can't get into it. And I remember seeing the trailer for it, and it just looks so dumb. It looks like it's geared towards, like, little kids, almost. I'm still pissed at Disney for shutting down 1313. That game looked sick. And then, like, 1313 was in development, like, in the middle of development when Disney bought Star Wars, and then, like, the first thing they did was shut down 1313, which looked like a sick-ass game, and then they came out with Star Wars Connect. They immediately just shat the fuck all over Star Wars. It was the very first thing they did. I think if I go to prison for anything, it's going to be for, like, beating the shit out of Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, the Bounty Hunter one, where you're, like, in the innards of Coruscant. That looked so cool. PewDiePie said I looked like a ginger Mark... Okay. Did he really say that? I don't remember him saying that. I don't. How? Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, Part 5, The Search for Golden Chica. Oh, you thing, you. Oh, no. I actually taught when I was teaching voice lessons. I am kind of ginger. I'm like, well, my hair's more brown these days, but my beard is, like, red as fuck in real life. In, like, sunlight, my beard is very red, and I used to be, like, strawberry blonde, so I see where it's coming from. But, no, fun fact, when I was teaching voice and piano lessons, one of my voice teachers was Markiplier's cousin. And she would talk, and I totally believed her, like, it could have been bullshit, but she was, like, she was a girl in a high school, she was not at all into, like, games or anything, and she described it very offhand. She was like, oh yeah, one of my cousins, he's like this, he's on YouTube, and, like, and she didn't know that I was on YouTube, so she didn't know that it was even relevant to me. She was like, yeah, he's like, this is my, I forget what his real name is, just Mark, right? Yeah, Mark, because his name is fucking Markiplier. I'm an idiot. Yeah, she was like, yeah, my cousin, Mark, we meet up at, for every Thanksgiving and all that, and it's so weird, I always forget he's, like, this really famous YouTuber, I don't even know what he does, but it's like, it's weird, because I think of him as just like, oh yeah, there's, like, my cousin Mark, and then I see him on YouTube all the time, he gets, like, so many views, it's so weird, and I tried to play it off like I wasn't that impressed, I was like, oh yeah, cool, but in my head, I was like, oh my god, like, tell him I want to, feature the LaFave bros on one of his videos or something, in my head I was freaking out, but I tried to, like, just let it go, like I didn't really care. I look a lot like Kenneth LaFave. Yeah, common misconception, we're actually not related, but yeah, people think that a lot, so I'm glad you cleared that up, Baldy. Thank you. And she was a great student. She was in musicals and stuff. She did a good job. So he's got a talented family. They're all go-getters. I have nothing else to say. I'm just waiting for pizza. That's all I want right now. I want pizza. Gah, I wish I was talented. Me too, dude. I don't get people who, like, they really, like, enjoy just getting shit done. I wish I enjoyed getting shit done. I hate getting shit done. I always dread it. It feels like when you gotta, like, rip off a Band-Aid. It's like, oh, I don't want to do this. Ah, fuck. And then you just do it, and you're, like, glad it's done. Whenever I have to do anything, whether it be work, school, blah, 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 I hate it. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think my music is the one thing I do that's okay. But, even though I'm, like, a music major, I still feel... I think of, like, the music that I have to make in school as just a job. It's not the same. It's not on the same wavelength at all. What was your song called, Where You Go, A Fire in the Night? North Wind and the Sun. I was actually... I went through a period for a while where I put that line, A Fire in the Night, in, like, every song I wrote. I fitted it in somewhere. But I think the only one that I've actually published on my YouTube channel is North Wind and the Sun. That has that line. Please respond. Please respond to what? What did you say? Did you voice lessons? Got any tips to spare? Yeah, I gave voice lessons. My mom was a vocal major. Has a degree in voice, and she also has a voice. That definitely helps with the degree. I don't know, man. My advice is, I mean, everyone talks about singing from the diaphragm and shit, which just means mentally, it just means you gotta sing from the ground up. So imagine, like, the resonance and the energy that's creating that sound comes from, like, the ground and then moves up from your feet to your legs and comes out the top. You don't want to, like, sing in here. You don't want it to start in your chest. You want it to start as low as you can possibly can, like you're pulling it from the earth. I think that'll help you use your diaphragm. And then the other thing is, don't be self-conscious about your voice. Everyone's like, oh, I hate my voice. I hate when I'm, like, recordings and shit. Ah, I can't stand it. Don't give a shit about your voice. Everyone perceives their voice differently. So just try not to be self-conscious. And that's honestly the hardest part for most people. For me, too. So just don't give a shit. Just sing. Just sing. Just be as natural as you can, and you'll be fine. When I found out you made songs, I had no idea they would be as good as they are. Thank you so much. Because I literally am, I mean, I'm not trying to boast, but I am a music composition major, and both of my parents are music majors. So I know it's easy to, like, whenever someone offhand is like, oh, I make music, you immediately think it's shitty. I do that too. I remember even that guy, Chills, you know, that YouTuber Chills, number 15. He makes, like, rap now or something, and it's just fucking awful. Like, all these guys think they can just do it. But I actually, like, I mean, I've studied it my whole life, so I hope I'm okay at it. So thank you, man. If you guys haven't checked out my music, please check it out. It is actually good. Like, I'm confident enough with it to say that it is good. So, yeah, thanks, Baldy. Oh, man. Just go to YouTube, like, look up Emmett LaFave. I have 2 channels. There's one that's, like, a black and white picture of me. That's, like, don't worry about that one. There's the first one that will pop up is, like, it's a very intense... It's just a bathroom selfie. It's a very intense bathroom selfie. But you'll see all my songs. Watching it progress from high school until now has been dope. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, when I think back on all the shit I made in high school, it's taken a weird path. Hey, Baldy linked something. What was that? What did you just link, Baldy? Thanks, man. I guess that makes sense. I was just wondering if you would link to like a specific song. That makes you sound like an idiot. What did you link, Baldy? Your channel. Sunlight Set is incredible. Thank you, dog. Why do you keep your mother being Dragonborn a secret? You know, because remember that, like, DLC where, like, the first thing that happens in the DLC is these assassins come for the Dragonborn? That's why. Because I don't want assassins to come for my mom. So, there you go. Oh, man. Yeah, it is nice of me. And it's actually funny because she doesn't want her picture at all on the internet. It's very hard to track down my mother, and she wants it that way. So like, I like the lore that she's the fucking Dragonborn because she actually is very elusive. You can't find her on the internet. She doesn't share our last name either. That's all I'm gonna say. She doesn't want to be found, so don't, you know. But yeah, you'll never find her. Mike knows her. Mike knows what she looks like and everything. People actually used to, when I had long hair, people said she looked like me. So if you ever see an older woman out on the streets and she looks like me, it might be my mom. You never know. The next episode of Daddy LaFave. Yeah, he's actually into that. We recorded a second episode, but he didn't like it, and he's talking about how he wants to do it over. So we might do it over. He is interesting though, because he's such an academic, intellectual guy that his like my dad, his Let's Plays are like, I get the same vibe as like a college lecture from his Civilization Let's Play almost. But that's cool. I think people like that. So we definitely got to we got to post more of him. But yeah, I don't know. He's a very smart guy. He has a master's in composition. He literally got it from the same university that I'm going to now. I'm like eerily following in his exact same footsteps. And he also has a degree in philosophy. So he loves, like, he's a very knowledgeable guy. I think he literally only plays Civilization. I remember he used to play, like, Mario 64 way back when. And then games got a little too, like, there's just too much going on, you know. Older folks have trouble keeping up with that. But Civilization, he plays the crap out of. But yeah, I always try. Whenever I try to get him to play any like first-person game, and I try to explain to him the concept, like, okay, one stick moves you, and one stick makes you look around. So you use those in conjunction, and then you can, you know, move. And he has so much trouble with that. He always is like walking into walls. He doesn't have any sense of like the space. It's hard for him to like immerse himself. But I think because Civilization is it's like a board game. It works for him. Yeah, he has. I think he's naturally geared more towards computer games. So I think if you were to play anything else, it would still be just on our Alienware computer. Yeah, that's funny. It's so funny how they like. You see how confused they are with that shit. It's interesting. I remember being very disoriented. I think the first like first-person shooter I played was the original Battlefront, and I remember being like, yeah, like whoa, this is like a completely different system. It was either Battlefront, it was either that or it was Medal of Honor Front Lines. I can't remember whichever one came out first. That was my first-person shooter, and I remember it being confusing at first, but I don't know. Y'all get the hang of it, I think. See ya, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. I miss you, man. We gotta hang out sometime. Yeah, most people's was GoldenEye or like Doom, but Max and I, pretty much everything we played was like. Well, GoldenEye was on the 64, but somehow we missed that one. All we played was like Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, and then on Super Nintendo we played Street Fighter 2. That was the only game we played on the Super Nintendo. But then also on the 64 we played Rogue Squadron. Max loves Rogue Squadron. The original Rogue Squadron is probably like one of his favorite games ever. The Star Wars, the Episode 1 racing game. where you're in the what are they called? You know, the racing things from episode 1. There was a game for those, and it was really good. Pod Racers. Yeah, thank you. And that was a great game. It was that was like actually a well-made racing game. And oh god, what else did we have? I don't know, man. We had Yoshi Story. We had Kirby, the original Kirby. We had all the Japanese, the Nintendo games, yeah. We didn't have Perfect Dark. For some reason, we had Banjo-Kazooie, but we didn't have any other Rareware games. It's hard to say, Rareware. And then we had, oh man. I don't know. I feel like we played other shit, but the game we played the most of, like, easily was Ocarina of Time. Snowboard Kids 2, yes, we played a lot of Snowboard Kids 2, thank you. That's the one I was missing. Dude, I love Snowboard Kids 2. Oh, and Gauntlet Legends. Gauntlet Legends. I remember we played that game first at Peter Piper Pizza. It was like the arcade version. It was some Gauntlet. It might not have been Gauntlet Legends specifically, but it was a Gauntlet game. And then we found Gauntlet Legends at like a bookstore. Those old bookstores used to sell Nintendo games. And we had to get it. So we got Gauntlet Legends and we played the crap out of that. Yeah, Yoshi Story, Kirby, Mario 64. And mainly Ocarina of Time. And then we played Majora's Mask a little bit. But primarily it was just fucking Ocarina of Time. And then we got a GameCube. Oh, we played the original Smash Bros. The very first Smash Bros. Because I remember we got a GameCube. Alright, I think at least on my screen, I was glitching. Alright, so we got a GameCube specifically because Max wanted to play the next Smash Bros. Which was Super Smash Bros. Melee, I think. And then from there, that's when I started branching out a little bit, and I got, yeah, we played Mario Sunshine. Max got Super Mario Sunshine. And then we got Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. That was a great fucking game. And then I got the game that came out with Star Wars Episode 2 that was like a vehicle-focused game, was really good. And then I also got Jedi Outcast, which was like the second Jedi Academy game where you play as Kyle Katarn. That was really good. I played a lot of Star Wars games on GameCube. And then we progressed to PS2 where we got Battlefront. We got the original Battlefront, and I played Bully on the PS2. And then I also played Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. That was the first system that was mine. Because Max had all the Nintendo systems, Nintendo 64 and GameCube. And then I was the one who actually specifically wanted the PS2, and I remember I had it in my room. Yeah, we played Battlefront, Shadow of the Colossus, which is a great game. I want to play that sometime. We never played Simpsons Hit and Run. We missed that one somehow. I never watched The Simpsons as a kid, so I feel like it wasn't exciting to me because I didn't know anything about it. And then I remember there was some that's when I started seeing the hot anime girls in games, because the PS2 had a lot of obviously it's Japanese, so there were a lot of busty, sexy anime girls in some of these games, and I was like, whoa, I'd never seen that before. That was exciting to me. Yeah, dude, Shadow of the Colossus is so good, and Ico. Ico is beautiful as well. I want to play both of those. But PS2, yeah. And then it was around when I had the PS2 that I went over to my friend's house, and he showed me Oblivion. And the rest is history. So there's a brief history of the LaFave Bros as epic gamers. Should I wait for... Let's see, I don't even know if my friends responded. Oh, they did respond. Sunday night? Fuck that. I want to get pizza right now. I'm getting pizza right now. Fuck my friends. I'm getting pizza. And it is epic. Did you guys hear that? Someone was like yelling outside. Everyone in this apartment complex is insane. So you gotta watch out. Watch me order Domino's live on cam. My friends, they said they want to hang on Sunday, but there's a 3-day weekend because it's Veterans Day on Monday, so I'm going to be in Scottsdale Sunday night, so fuck them. What's insane about them? Okay, so one time I'd driven back from somewhere, and I was parking, and this guy drove by, and he looked vaguely familiar. Like, I thought he was like a friend of mine, so I kind of like, I was like trying to look at him. He was driving slowly, like, through the parking lot, and he saw that I was looking at him, and immediately he, like, fucking, like, looks back at me, like, he was, like, making fun of me and, like, wanted to fight. He was, like, really violent, and I was like, whoa, okay, sorry, dude. I looked at you for, like, a fucking second. And, people just, like, yell and shit outside. I don't know. South Arizona is not a good place to be. But, you know. Pretty much everyone's here just for the university. If not, they're like, it's the end of their life. They're like homeless or a tweaker or something. Or both. Most of them are both. Every day walking home, at least one person asks me for like money for the bus or something. Or like they say, oh, I just want to get it like a drink. I want to get some juice. Someone asked me for money.